The sole purpose of this video is to at least try to understand why are we locked in a twilight zone of guard break cheese. I'm honestly hoping to at least reach someone over in Spike Chunsoft dev team to just hear me out for a couple of minutes. Is this something that truly cannot be fixed, or is it just so simple to just inform the developers of the 2-year ongoing exploit in Jump Force known as guard break cheese? It's coming up next. Hey yo guys, your favorite Kage, Enigma Kage, bringing you yet another video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Hope you stick around. Watch a few of my videos and hey, make sure you subscribe today. So check it. Jump Force has officially been out on the market for 2 whole years, and although Spike Chunsoft has provided us with a recent patch that seemed to go well with what the community wanted in the states of buffs and nerfs, the #1 reoccurring topic that pops up in everyone's conversation: when are they going to fix guard break cheese? I recently made a video discussing the misconcept of guard breaking. I highly recommend you guys check out that video because there's a lot of confusion on what people are pertaining to be guard break cheese, but in reality it's just simply a regular clean guard break. Before we begin, what exactly is guard break cheese? GBC is nothing new to this game and was a hell of a lot worse during the beta phase of Jump Force. During that time, players can call in any assist character and guard break off their stun locking ability. It's cheesy because the opponent cannot get out of it once it's initiated. Yes, if you're skilled enough, there are ways of avoiding guard break stun locks, but in reality, you're just making an excuse for a poorly executed function within Jump Force. The original way of GBC has been patched for quite a long time. Now the players who attempt to assist plus guard break get a guard breaking animation, but their guards isn't broken. So how come they realize this in year 1 but allow the S and A ranks to ruin the reputation of the online community with their new form of guard break cheese? The new form of GBC is known as the switch guard break cheese. It occurs when a player uses skill and tag out, thus confusing the coding into thinking that the tag player was the original active skill, which allows the guard break function to work. Let me explain a little further.
いきなり話の知能指数ドカンと100くらい下がったけど大丈夫?
I think of it in a hitbox terms. Each character has a different hitbox size for lightweights to heavyweight characters. When the active players are on the field, they are hitbox 1s. The assist characters are hitbox 2. When the hitbox 2 interacts with hitbox 1, a guard break function will not be successful. That is how Spike Chunsoft fixed the problem beforehand. Once the player tags out, they become hitbox 1 and the third player become hitbox 2. Hitbox 2 cannot interrupt hitbox 1 and get a guard break animation. There's ways to bypass the 1s and 2s, but I'll get to that shortly. Hitbox 2 and 1 cannot interact and cause a guard break. That is what the game coding makes us think, but in reality, it's just a simple window that doesn't allow a guard break to occur. Kakashi assist or any other projectile moves is the bread and butter of guard break cheese. Those characters can still cause a guard break to occur because their hitbox are functioning as hitbox 2 and 3. 3 can be distinguished as hitbox 1 because once hitbox 2 disappears, the active move becomes hitbox 1 maneuver. Are you still following me? Okay.
Soka.
Kakashi can solo GBC because although his projectile is a floating hitbox, it still counts as hitbox 1, which the game cannot differentiate it from any other projectile such as a Kamehameha or even a special beam cannon. The same confusion happens when you switch during an ability. The game thinks hitboxes 1 are interactive, but it's not because the player is stun locked by the original hitbox 1, and now that hitbox no longer exists because hitbox 2 is now the third ally on your team. So how do we exactly fix this? Spike Chunsoft has fixed the original GBC from year 1, which was no matter who was attacking you, you can guard break as long as the person was blocking. Those X's and O's were adjusted. This time they have to do one of 2 things. Speed up the AI of the mechanic, let the game know that hitbox 1 has become hitbox 2, which then doesn't let the guard break cheese happen. Or they had to allow the guard break cheese to happen and speed up the recovery rate of the stamina meter of the broken opponent because the guard break cheese occurred during a co-op function. I know they can fix this problem. I don't think they care to. What I mean by that is, if they know this is on a wish list of everyone playing, yes, they hear us. But is it worth the time going back into the files, adjusting the hitbox and timing for the assist characters? I don't know. It's year 2 of Jump Force, and the people who are still hanging on are either really new to the game or has dealt with the BS for so long that they're starting to think it's cool that this is happening. Personally, I want to see change. I don't care if Garbreak Cheese is such an easy get around for you. I really don't. This is for the community in general. If GBC is in your toolbox, it says a lot about the community more than the actual game. I really hope this isn't something that's carrying on to a sequel, because you cannot get those same people to buy in. With functions like this still not being addressed, please just look into the simple function of fixing the mechanic and allowing the game to recognize the switch entirely. Those projectile assists also need to fade away with the assist characters too. I know you guys can figure this out because I already have for you. Anyway, down in the comment section below, do you ever see Garbreak Cheese being adjusted or even taken out of the game entirely? If so, will it be in this game or for the sequel? Make sure to drop a like and share it to a friend. As always, I'm Enigma, signing off. Peace, guys.